Hey, good morning, guys. Today is Monday, and I want to talk to you about area. Okay, so this is a math term that we're going to learn about for the first time in second grade. You may not have heard of this before, but area is the measurement of the amount of space that's inside of a flat shape. And we're always going to count area in what we call square units. So I'm holding a square right here. And I know you already know a lot of things about a square. Mainly that all sides of a square are the same length. Now, sometimes a square might have a length of an inch on each side, and we would call that a square inch. If it measured 1 foot on each side, we would call that a square foot. Okay, a square inch, which this is not a square inch, this is smaller than a square inch, but this is smaller. A square inch would be a little bigger. A square foot would be even bigger than that. What if we had a square yard? That would measure a yard on each side. What about a square mile? That would be really a huge square because it would measure 1 mile on each side. We might even talk about square centimeters, which would be really small, or square meters, something like that. Anytime we're talking about a square unit, we're talking about a unit that has the same measure on every side. And the way that relates to area is that in order to find the measurement of the space inside of that flat shape, we're going to count the number of square units it takes to cover that surface. So if we're thinking about this as one square unit, then I would want to find out how many square units does it take to cover each of these shapes. And very simply, we're just going to count the squares. So start with me here. I know that this one is 1 square unit. So if I wanted to find the area of this shape, I would count to see how many square units does it take to cover that shape. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Since it takes 9 squares to cover the surface of that shape, then I know that the area is 9 square units. I'm sorry you can't see that. I'm going to use something different. 9. And this says square units. So let's count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Since it takes 12 squares to cover this whole thing, I can say that the area is 12 square units. How easy is this? Super easy. Let's find the area of this shape. I bet you already know it. That's right. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4. And since it takes 4 squares to cover that area or that surface, I know that the area is 4 square units. Let's count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Since it takes 8 of those square units to cover the surface, then I know the area is 8 square units. How about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since it takes 6 squares to cover it, I know the area is 6 square units. So I'm going to look at my last one here. I bet you can tell me what the area is. That's right. The area is 1, 2, 3 square units. Now we're going to look together at this page in your packet. So if you don't have your packet, why don't you push pause right now and go gather that packet together. When you get back, just hit resume and we'll get started. Today it says, find the area of each shape. Mark each square as you count. So number 1, if I wanted to find the area of each shape, I would count the number of square units it takes to cover that shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The area is 6 square units. We've seen this one before. 1, 2, 3, 4. The area is 4 square units. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The area is 6 square units. Notice how this rectangle looks very similar to this rectangle. The only difference is one's kind of laying on its side and one's standing up. But it has exactly the same area because it covers the exact same amount of space. They both have an area of 6 square units. It doesn't matter which way they're laying. Okay, my friends, your job today is going to be to find the area of these shapes. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 problems to find the area. To find the area, we count the number of square units it takes to cover. Next week, we're going to relate area to multiplication because we're going to have a new job next week, and that's multiplication, and they're going to be directly related. So we'll talk more about that then. Have a great day.